Hello guys, welcome to Viha Forest. I hope you all are doing good. So in this video I'm going to explain you about significance of super keyword in Java. Uh, let's get started. Here as you can see the package name is com.tutorial.java. Here I have created a class name super_in and as always public static void main. And let's get back to 13th line. Here I have created one more class with name parent in, which is parent class. In technical terms we call it as base class, and here I have declared a variable named a, which is of type int. And here in 18th line you can see I have created one more class named child in, which extends parent class, which is parent in. So this inheritance concept again, child class extending parent class, this is called as derived class in technical terms. So here you can see one more variable with name a of integer type, and I have created one more method display which accepts two arguments of type int here. And here you can observe I have wrote super.a equal to x, which means that when the variable names of child class and parent class are same, how can I make use of both variables? So this is an ambiguity situation, and to solve that ambiguity situation we can make use of super keyword, and we can call it as super.a equal to x. Here the value of x will be inserted into a, and this super.a refers to parent class variable a. So I'm trying to print that super.a here using system.out.println again, and in 25th line I am trying to insert the value of y into a. Here it means that when this argument int y will be inserted into a, and this variable is referred to the child classes variable, which is of type int, which I have wrote in the 20th line. And I'm trying to print the value of a again using system.out.println. Here when we execute this program in the console, you can observe super.a equal to 4 and a equal to 5. So which means that in main method I'm trying to create one object for child class, and I'm trying to call display method using the variable object name or instance name, we can say. So display method is called by sending 4 and 5 as arguments to the method. So x holds the value of 4 and the y holds the value of 5, and those will be inserted into super.a and normal a. So when we try to print super.a, the value 4 will be printed, and when we try to print a, the value 5 will be printed, as super.a will refer to parent class object, parent class variable, and a refers to the child class variable. So this is the purpose of super keyword when both the variables in parent class and child class are same. So this is one purpose, and I am going to explain you two more purposes. So here you can see I have wrote super method class, and as well as public static void main again. And here let's get back to 12th line. Here you can see I have created one more class using the name parent1. Here this is a default constructor, and I have just added system.out.println to print parent class constructor. So in 17th line I am trying to create one more variable display, one more method display, and it prints parent class as value. So in 22nd line you can observe class child1 extends parent1. Here child1 is the child class and parent1 is the parent class. In technical terms we can say child1 as derived class and parent1 as base class. So again here inheritance concept. So child1 is nothing but a default constructor. So I am trying to add super keyword in 25th line. So what is its purpose in the sense? When we create an object for child class in main method, we didn't create any object for calling parent class method. Parent class. We only created object to call child class. So here child class default constructor will be called, and when the control or when the control comes to this line, it understood that it has to go to parent class default constructor, and it has to print what there in the parent class default constructor. So this syntax is used for invoking parent class constructor, parent class's default constructor, we can say. So when we call this method in 25th line, it executes parent class's default constructor and it prints parent class constructor as value. I'll show the execution part later on. So next, this is the second purpose of super keyword. So third purpose. So here I have wrote display method and I'm trying to print child class using the display method. Here one more method call, and this call I'm trying to call using main method. Here you can see c.call. I'm trying to call that method from main class, and when it gets here, now there is one more ambiguity over here. So you can observe display method is written over parent class and display method is written over child class. So how can we make use of both classes? So in order to solve this ambiguity, again a superclass does the job for us. So when we call super.display, it goes to the parent class's method display, and it will print parent class. Then after, in the next line, when we call display method, it directly prints child class. So this is the purpose of super keyword, and this is the third purpose. So I have explained you. Okay, let's see the execution part here. When we try to execute, as I told you previously, first parent class constructor will be printed because of this super keyword over here. It will invoke parent class constructor. Then after, here child class constructor is present and it gets printed in the second line, child class constructor. And then next, here you can see super.display. This prints parent class. It's nothing but it is invoking parent class's display method, which is here. So parent class will be printed first. Then after, display method will be called and child class will be printed next in the next line, which is this. So this is the purpose of super keyword. So first purpose is, when the variable names are same, we make use of super keyword in order to solve the ambiguity. And the next purpose is we make use of super method in order to invoke parent class constructor. And the other one is we make use of super dot we will make use of super keyword in order to call any method, which means that it directly goes to the parent classes and it will directly print the value present in parent classes method. So all these three purposes I have explained you in this video. So I hope you understood the purpose of super keyword in Java. So do like, share, comment and subscribe to Vue4s. I hope to see you in my next video, guys. Take care.